I'm obsessed with pocket guns because when concealment matters, you can't afford compromises. In this video, I pit 5 leading .380 ACP pistols against one another to answer a single question: which design delivers the best balance of size, capacity, reliability, and shootability? I judge each contender by engineering, materials, and mechanical choices: polymer versus metal frames, barrel forgings, slide geometry, and whether the action is blowback or short recoil. Ergonomics matter. Grip angle, texture, trigger reach, and magazine placement change how a gun points and runs. I also weigh capacity relative to footprint, holster options, aftermarket support, and real-world reliability. The .380's revival owes to better defensive ammo and smarter miniature engineering. Modern micro-autos now outpoint old pocket revolvers on rounds and reload speed. If you carry or need a backup, this deep dive shows which pistol truly earns the title Best .380 ACP today. Designed for deep concealment. Among micro-pistols, the LCP Max stands out for squeezing 10 rounds plus one in the chamber into an incredibly small package. Ruger accomplished this by using a staggered stack magazine that bulges slightly in the grip but remains narrower than many single-stack designs. The polymer frame is molded with a texture that is more aggressive than older LCP models, and the slide is machined from steel with smooth edges to prevent snagging. Ruger improved the feed ramp and barrel cam geometry so that cartridges feed reliably despite the short slide. The patent-pending cam delays unlocking and reduces felt recoil. The front sight uses a tritium insert surrounded by a white outline, and the rear side is a U-notch style that is drift adjustable. Recent models add a left-side manual thumb safety, with one variant also including a magazine disconnect and loaded chamber indicator, features that some carriers desire for extra peace of mind. The reversible magazine release allows left-handed shooters to use the pistol comfortably. All controls are chamfered and radiused to avoid catching on clothing. The LCP Max weighs about 10.6 ounces unloaded, and Ruger offers extended 12-round magazines if you want more capacity. Because the pistol uses a blowback-style system with a short slide and lightweight frame, recoil is snappier than you might expect. This is the price of extreme concealability. Still, the improved feed ramp and extractor geometry contribute to reliability. Owners must practice to master the tiny sights and snappy impulse, but those willing to adapt gain a pistol that virtually disappears in a pocket holster. Overall, the LCP Max embodies modern engineering trade-offs. By pushing magazine design and slide geometry to the limits, Ruger created a tool that offers maximal rounds for minimal bulk.
User-friendly engineering. The Shield EZ was introduced to serve shooters who need a pistol that is easy to operate, from racking the slide to loading the magazine. The design uses a recoil-operated system rather than pure blowback, and the slide is milled with pronounced ears at the rear to provide extra grip. The recoil spring and slide geometry require less than half the force of a comparable 9mm shield, making it accessible for people with reduced hand strength. The magazine holds 8 rounds and features load assist tabs on each side so cartridges can be depressed without straining fingers. The 3.68-inch barrel and overall length of about 6.7 inches place it in the sweet spot between micro-pocket guns and larger compacts. The frame is polymer with an ergonomic palm swell. The grip safety must be depressed for the pistol to fire. Internally, the Shield EZ uses an internal hammer rather than a striker, giving a consistent break with a tactile reset. Some variants include an ambidextrous thumb safety, others omit it for simplicity. The trigger pull is around 5 pounds and feels linear, which many shooters appreciate for training. Sights are large and easy to pick up, using white dots front and rear. Because of its longer slide and additional weight, approximately 18 ounces unloaded, recoil is mild, allowing faster follow-up shots. The magazine release and slide stop are sized for gloved hands. In use, the pistol behaves more like a mid-sized handgun. It is too tall for most pockets, but it slips easily into a belt holster or purse. For new shooters or anyone with arthritic hands, the Shield EZ's design provides a balance of reliability, safety, and ease of operation, blending heritage and adaptation. The PPKS was created after the U.S. Gun Control Act of 1968 banned the importation of the original PPK by name. Walther responded by combining the larger PP frame with the shorter PPK slide to meet import requirements. This hybrid adds weight, about 51 grams or 1.8 ounces over the PPK, and allows the magazine to hold 1 extra round, giving a 7-round capacity in .380 ACP versus 6 for the original. The frame and slide are typically made of stainless steel, giving the pistol a distinctive heft and durability. A U.S. manufactured variant adds an extended beaver tail to prevent hammer bite. The fixed barrel and full-length slide rails enhance mechanical accuracy, and the blowback design uses slide mass to absorb recoil. The trigger system is double-action, single-action. The first pull is long and heavy, while subsequent shots have a shorter, lighter pull. Sights on most PPKS pistols are small, but can be replaced with aftermarket versions. The magazine release is a traditional button on the left side. The safety lever also functions as a decocker. Because of its all-steel construction, the PPKS weighs around 19 ounces, making it heavier than many polymer 380s, but more controllable during firing. Reloading is slower due to the heel-style magazine catch on some European models. A PPKS may appeal to collectors and those drawn to its classic lines and James Bond heritage. The design shows how regulation can drive innovation. By merging frames and slides and adjusting capacity, Walther created a pistol that continues to inspire modern manufacturers. In modern carry, it serves as a statement piece that still functions effectively.
Minimalist reliability. As the smallest pistol in the Glock lineup, the G42 exemplifies the brand's approach to simplicity and robustness. The Safe Action system uses 3 mechanical safeties that automatically disengage when the trigger is pressed, eliminating external levers and reducing the chance of user error. The polymer frame keeps weight low. Unloaded without magazine, the G42 weighs about 12.17 ounces, while an empty magazine adds about 1.6 ounces. The single-stack magazine holds 6 rounds and keeps the grip slender. The slide houses a 3.25-inch barrel and uses dual recoil springs to manage the locked breech operation. Standard sights are polymer with a white dot and U-shaped outline. Many owners upgrade to steel or tritium. The trigger pull weighs around 5.5 pounds and has the familiar Glock break and reset. Although the G42 is larger than the LCP Max, its 0.98-inch width and 5.94-inch overall length allow it to disappear under a light garment. The texture on the grip provides traction without being abrasive, and the backstrap is not interchangeable. One advantage of choosing a Glock is the enormous aftermarket. Extended magazines, slide plates, triggers, and holsters abound. Reliability is the G42's calling card. The Safe Action striker system is known for functioning under adverse conditions. In testing, the pistol rarely chokes if fed quality ammunition. Because the pistol uses a locked breech design rather than blowback, recoil is softer than you would expect from such a small gun, making it comfortable for extended practice sessions. For users who prioritize reliability and consistent controls across their Glock stable, the G42 is a compelling .380 option that requires little adaptation. Premium machining in a pocket pistol. The P238 takes inspiration from the 1911 design, but scales it down to .380 size. It is built on an alloy frame with a stainless steel slide that has been dehorned, sharp edges are rounded, to avoid snagging on clothing. The magazine holds 6 rounds in standard trim or 7 rounds with an extended floor plate. The barrel measures 2.7 inches and the overall length is roughly 5.5 inches, with a height of 3.9 inches. Weighing around 15.2 ounces, the P238 is heavier than some polymer competitors, but offers a crisp single-action trigger with minimal take-up and a short reset, features that many shooters find enhances accuracy. Sig Light night sights come standard on many models, providing 3 white dots that glow in low light. Reliability is a hallmark. One reviewer fired over 2,000 rounds with only a couple of malfunctions, attributing the success to polished feed ramps and quality magazines. The pistol points naturally thanks to its grip angle and low bore axis, and the thumb safety is frame-mounted like a 1911, however some find the lever small and difficult to engage. Another ergonomic complaint is that the pinky finger may dangle off the grip unless you use the extended magazine floor plate. These quirks are balanced by the pistol's refined feel and accuracy. Grown-up sights and a good trigger make it easier to hit at distance than some micro-competitors. The P238 SAS variant emphasizes a smooth, snag-free exterior and includes a slightly longer beaver tail for better control. In the pocket pistol market, the P238 appeals to those who value premium machining and a 1911-style manual of arms.
Comparison and choosing the best. When comparing these 5 pistols, their design philosophies reveal different priorities. The Ruger LCP Max pushes boundaries on capacity and size, using a staggered stack magazine and carefully machined slide to maximize rounds while maintaining pocket dimensions. Its blowback system yields snappy recoil, but the improved feed geometry and optional manual safety give it a utilitarian appeal.
The Smith & Wesson Shield EZ emphasizes user-friendliness. Recoil-operated internals, a light recoil spring, and slide ears make it one of the easiest pistols to rack and load, though its larger footprint relegates it to belt or purse carry. The Walther PPK combines old-world craftsmanship with regulatory adaptation, using stainless steel, fixed barrels, and double-action, single-action triggers. Its weight and history provide steadiness and nostalgia, yet reloads are slower and capacity limited. Glock's G42 takes the brand's minimalist reliability and scales it down. Polymer construction, safe action internals, and an expansive aftermarket result in a pistol that works when you need it, although the 6-round magazine capacity and basic sights leave room for improvement. Sig P238 SAS presents a premium carry option with excellent machining and a crisp single-action trigger. Its night sights, polished feed ramp, and refined feel encourage accuracy, but the small safety lever and dangling pinky can annoy some users. Ultimately, choosing a best .380 depends on your priorities. If you value maximum rounds in the smallest package and are willing to train for snappy recoil, the LCP Max rises to the top for deep concealment. For those with weaker hands who prioritize ease of use, the Shield EZ is ideal. Collectors and fans of classic design may gravitate toward the PPK SAS, while Glock loyalists seeking seamless integration with other models will appreciate the G42. Shooters who crave premium machining and a 1911-like feel may find the P238 SAS irresistible. The broad diversity of designs shows why the .380 ACP category remains vibrant. There is no single perfect pistol, only the one that best meets your personal criteria. After examining design and construction across 5 standout .380 ACP pistols, it is clear that each offers unique strengths. The Ruger LCP Max demonstrates how smart magazine design and improved feed ramp geometry can produce a 10-round micro pistol that disappears in your pocket. Smith & Wesson Shield EZ shows how thoughtful ergonomics and a light recoil spring provide an accessible pistol for shooters with limited hand strength. Walther's PPK SAS combines history and modern needs by blending a larger frame with a compact slide to meet import rules while adding capacity and stainless construction. Glock's G42 emphasizes reliability through simple, safe internals and a locked breech design. Sig P238 SAS proves that even pocket pistols can deliver premium machining and a crisp trigger. No single pistol is objectively the best for everyone. Personal priorities like capacity, weight, recoil, and manual of arms will dictate the right choice. I hope this deep dive into the design and construction of these pistols helps you make a more informed decision. Let me know which .380 you carry and if you want to see range footage or a follow-up with extended reliability tests. Like, subscribe, and share this video with friends who are shopping for their next carry gun.